Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company, and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. You know, when I'm not on the water, you can often find me in the kitchen cooking the catch, and that's exactly what I'm going to do today, folks. We're going to make some Chinese fried rice with fish, and it's my own recipe. We can call it fish fried rice, and I'll tell you folks, it is very, very easy to make, and it's quick. 30 minutes and you're done. You've got dinner on the table. So let's get started. So one of the things I really like to do, folks, with any recipe is get all my ingredients and have them all ready. So for this recipe, we're going to use 1 cup of rice, and you'll need 2 cups of water to cook the rice in, and a little bit of salt. I've got 2 cups of fish here, 1 cup of peas. I have 3 green onions that I chopped up into little pieces. I also have some soy sauce, and I have some rice vinegar, along with 3 eggs and some vegetable oil for frying, about 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Just a couple of notes. The eggs I'm using are brown. You could use any eggs you want. White eggs are fine. I just happen to have brown in the house. You can use any fish that you want, whatever you have. I have 2 cups of fish, and today I'm mixing it up a little bit. I've got actually 1 cup of cod, and I took my cod and I cut it into cubes, and I also have 1 cup of scallops. But again, use whatever fish you have. 2 cups of fish, that's the key. So the first thing we want to do, folks, is get the rice going, because that takes 20 minutes to cook, and while the rice is cooking, we can get everything else going. And in order to do so, I'm going to take my rice and I'm going to wash it first. It'll clean the rice, it'll also remove some of the starches, and it'll make it taste much, much better. Okay folks, I've got my washed rice. In goes the rice, and in goes the water. 2 cups of water to 1 cup of rice, as I said. And now what we're going to do is fire that up, bring that to a boil. We'll put it on high, we'll bring that to a boil. Not quite boiled yet, but what you're going to want to do is give a little stir of the rice so that it doesn't stick to your pan. Okay, we've got a nice boil going now, folks. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add that 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Mix that around. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to simmer that rice, put it on low and just let it simmer, and that'll finish cooking. It's just been over 5 minutes, so another 15 minutes and that'll be ready. Now if you have a rice cooker at home, you could use your rice cooker to cook your rice, but this is a simple method for a stove top. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to simmer that for about 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to just shut the rice down and it'll finish cooking on its own. Okay folks, so while that rice is cooking, now we can prepare all the other ingredients. I took my 3 eggs and I just whipped them together here into a bowl, and we're going to scramble up those eggs. And what I like to do with my eggs is I like to chop them up. You scramble them first as they did, and then chop them up in little pieces just like this. Just get them into little bite-sized pieces, and that'll go really, really nice in with the rice. Okay folks, it's time to get our other ingredients and get our fish cooked up. And like I said, folks, use your favorite fish, doesn't matter. 2 cups of fish, that's all you need. So we're going to heat up that oil. Alright, so in that oil we're going to add our peas. I use frozen peas, but you can use any peas you'd like. And we're going to add our onion that we chopped up earlier. And we're going to fry those, we're going to saute those up first. And then when they're cooked after about 2-3 minutes, then we'll add the fish. Perfect, we're going to add our fish, and as I said, I'm using scallops today. But again, any fish will do. And some cod, that's my mix for today. And another couple minutes to fry them up. Okay folks, things are starting to shape up. It's smelling really good in here. And now what we're going to do, the fish are just about cooked now. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. I happen to be using light soy sauce today. A generous tablespoon. And a generous tablespoon of rice vinegar. And you most likely have most of these ingredients at home. It's a very simple recipe. The only thing maybe you don't have is the rice vinegar, but it's the key ingredient, folks. It makes a huge difference in the fried rice. It really, really does. So rice vinegar, next time you're at the grocery store, just make sure you stop by and pick some up. So, you're going to stir that around. It's been 20 minutes. Our rice has absorbed all the water and is totally cooked. So, we're going to add our rice now. Just like so. Oh, this is shaping up to be really nice. Gonna have a nice dinner tonight, folks. Okay. Now just stir that around, mix it all in together, get some of those colors going from the soy sauce into the rice. Oh, there we go, folks. We got everything mixed up. We got some nice color there. So now's the time we're gonna add our eggs. There we go. And now we're just gonna mix in that egg. The egg adds a little bit of color and it adds a ton of flavor. So again, just take the egg and mix it all in. Just like so. There we have it. That is now fish fried rice. Perfect. I'm gonna shut that down. Okay. Take our rice, put it in our serving bowl. And there we have it, folks. Fish fried rice. And you know what I have to do right now? I absolutely have to take a little sample. Folks, I'm going to tell you, this will be better than any fried rice you've had at a Chinese restaurant. First of all, because you made it, but it's absolutely delicious. Simple, easy to do, very quick, nice recipe, another way to cook your fish. And I want to thank you so much, folks, for joining me today in the kitchen on today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. And as always, until next time, good luck and good fishing.